Hello again from my front porch. Today is, well, some people have asked, what is it you all do when you're out there on the road, Paul? What is all those? Some days it is just teaching, some days it's just meetings. Then there are days like today that's a little combination of a lot of stuff. For example, today I am starting out going to a job site where I have to go to orientation because we want to go onto the job site to review one of our students in action on the job. But to get on this job site, you have to pass an orientation process and a drug test in order to even get a pass to get on the job site in order to be able to go observe this guy for one day. Not going to observe him today, just going to the orientation. Got to be there at 6:30 this morning. So my day and it's a bit of a drive to get there. So my day started here in my hotel room at 4:30 this morning. And so now our first stop is to head off to there where I'm going to go, put on my gear and go to my orientation and my drug testing. And that starts today. Let's see where the rest of the day goes. So here I am at the place where we did our orientation. See, and I got all oriented. See, I got my sticker, so I'm all safe to get on the job site now. But I can't film this on the job site because I actually did a greeting when we got to the job site, but I can't use that now because one of the things we learned in the orientation is you can't take pictures and video on the job site. So I'm not using that. So I'm outside the job site, see, out in the public area, but in front of still the Baker trailer because, of course, that's, hey, go Baker. But so it was quite an experience, too, because we got to, first of all, we had to do the drug testing thing, and there was a whole bunch of people there. It took us an hour to do that whole process. And by the time we got done with that process, then we sat through an orientation that, I kid you not, was 79 slides of orientation. Now it was important stuff, it was good stuff, but obviously it was geared to people who are actually out at the job site doing the work, which my colleague Susanna and I are not out here doing that kind of work. We're just coming out to observe one of the people doing work. So it's a bit overkill on our part, but hey, at least we're safe now. We know what not to do if someone asks us to operate the crane. Which hopefully they don't ever try to do. Speaking of which, see, there's our crane up there too. See, it says Baker right on the crane, right there. See? All right. Well, now that this part of the adventure is done, it's off to my next adventure, actually visiting one of our crew out at a job site. So here I am just leaving the last job site. I had a good time visiting with our guy out there. But then I'm in my Uber right now, and my Uber guy here, first Uber guy here in all of DC when I've been driving around, that actually offered me hand sanitizer because he's a smart guy. and I can't pronounce his name. Now, how do you pronounce your name?
Bulant.
What?
Bulant.
Here, say your name.
Bulant.
Dulat. I said.
With B.
With a B?
B, yeah.
Bulat.
Yes.
Bulat. So it's like bullet, but not.
Yeah.
But smart. He's a smart guy because that's a really good, all these people getting in and out of the car. I mean, even without the coronavirus, I said that's a smart idea. But here he is doing this here in his car, and he's doing it because of coronavirus. But even without that, people carry a lot of germs. We get icky and we don't clean up after ourselves, and we should. Without a coronavirus, you still should wash your hands a lot more. So yeah, be doing that. Even when this virus thing is done, still keep washing your hands. And here I am back at my hotel. See, bags all packed, ready to head home. Not quite. I still have to go back to the office for a meeting with a guy who's now going to be one of the mentors in our program, but didn't have the chance to go through the mentoring training that we had because he wasn't a mentor at the time. So now I'm going to go back and spend a couple hours with him. So I got now my room. I did get another one of these nice rooms with the two window view. See, going that way, and then going back this way. In fact, you can again see off in the distance, you see that tan building back there, right about there. That's my office. That's where I'll be going back to here when I leave this place. When I check out of the hotel. But This time they actually put me up on the 12th floor, so that was a nice little perk about it. Because up here there's a place called the Concierge Lounge where they've got the cookies and the snacks and the free beverages and free little food stuff. I'm told in the morning they have a nice exclusive continental breakfast too, and that's again free. I can just get into it because I'm here on this floor, because apparently of my status of having stayed in the Marriott's enough now at this point. So I didn't really get a chance to enjoy that room a lot this time. I did pop in and check into it the other night here and enjoyed some of the refreshments, but I haven't had a chance to really enjoy it, and so I'm looking forward to being back in a future trip, and hopefully I'll get to be on the 12th floor here again and get to take advantage of that also. So anyway, now it's on to the next little stage, the next milestone for the busy day today. And here I am at the Baker, D.C. office, wrapping up the day here, the afternoon actually. Well, I guess technically the day. But met with one of our superintendents who's become a mentor in our program and had to bring him up to speed. So we met with him and brought him up to speed, and then did some other planning, revamping dates for this program that we're doing, as we even are preparing to launch it now next in the Denver area. But so now it is the end of the day. Everybody else is mostly gone except for, the very diligent hard worker folks, just a handful. And I'm getting ready to go too, heading for the airport. Finally, here's the baggage. But even though I'm heading to the airport, that still doesn't mean I'm heading home. And here I am at Reagan National Airport. Finally, I'm going to see gate 19 right back there. See gate 19 right there. And it's really it's in the corner here. It's right there by gate 21. And speaking of gate 21, you never know who you run into at the airport. The people that you just can't get away from. Speaking of who is at gate 21 waiting to get on her flight is Susanna Lee. Hey. my team member, Susanna. Hey, and my photo bomber. But so actually her plane is getting ready to board like right now, so I can't chat with her very long.
21.
But she did. She's awesome. How do you say awesome in Spanish?
Bueno, so many different ways.
We'll
just say maravillosa, marvelous. Let's use marvelous.
Yeah, we'll go with that. See, this is why she's good to have around, because she knows the Spanish. That's what she. But yeah, we were here doing our on-site visit stuff, and she did. We both did several on our own, and we also taught a class. And she got to do double duty, because not only did she teach in English, she had to teach in Spanish too, even for me.
Exhausted teaching these people.
Yeah. Well, no, I thought you were just exhausted teaching with me. But still, so we had to go there. But it looks like her plane is going to start boarding, so I'm going to let her go. So thank you, Susanna. Have a safe flight back home.
Thank you.
So be on your way. Go.
Okay, hold on. I'll see you later.
I'll see you Monday when we're back here. All right, so I've got to go get on my plane now too. But it was funny actually getting into the place, because I had a little trouble getting through TSA. It seems TSA has a problem with my athlete's foot powder, this powder spray that I buy at Walmart, because they keep stopping me here in DC only for 3 times now. They have stopped me wanting to check this stuff, because they somehow think it's dangerous. It's the funniest thing ever. It's the only airport, and it's only the last 3 times. So I'm gonna have to figure out something else to do with that, because I'm tired of getting stuck going through TSA, getting that checked every time. But for now, the day is almost done. The journey begins home. And so I'm a little bit closer to getting home. I'm in Minneapolis, Minnesota. I'm nearing my gate is over there. So of course, they dropped me off at gate. What did I get off? At gate F, I think. And now I had to come over to gate C. So a little bit of a hike. So I'm rewarding myself with the massage chair thing here. See. So I'm in the massage. See the legs doing the. It's hard to get the legs down in there like that, but so I'm relaxing a bit before I go over into there's a little alcove around the corner over there where the gates are that take me to my plane to Des Moines, and then I'll begin the last journey home. But so for right now, just relaxing in Minnesota. And here I am back on the front porch. Finally made it all the way back home. I woke up at 4:30 in Washington, D.C. this morning, and it's now about midnight here as my Uber finally dropped me off at my house and in Des Moines. And so that's almost a 20-hour day, 19 and a half hours. Well, actually, it'd be 19 and a half hours plus an extra hour, because even though it's almost midnight here, it would be almost 1 a.m. out in Washington, D.C. And I started, the 4:30 was East Coast time, Eastern time. And so technically it would be 20 hour, at least a 20-hour day. Yeah. That's a long day. I am definitely feeling it. I about fell asleep in the Uber coming home. I did sleep on the flight from Minneapolis down to Des Moines. It's not a very long flight. It's only about an hour, but I don't remember much after takeoff. And then we landed, and I remember waking up because you can tell when you land. You can feel it, and apparently I felt it. So anyway, yeah. This a long day in the life of Paul. It's definitely a 20-hour day. My normal days aren't quite this long, thankfully. But yeah, this one was quite something. It was quite something indeed. Okay, well, now that I'm home, I'm gonna go climb into my nice home comfy bed, and I don't know when you're watching this, but I hope you're relaxing, because I'm about to go relax like a lot. And I'll see y'all next time from my front porch.